Hello, guys. How are you all doing? Now, another update is coming in, and this is about a deportation center in Milan. Okay. Now, they say that this particular deportation center is inhumane, and the kind of treatment that migrants are getting from that place is degrading. That it is not what it's not worth it at all in Europe. Now, I'm going to be giving you full details about this particular story. But first of all, let me tell you why these things happen. It is because of the people who takes these contracts. What do? They take the money that they are supposed to use in taking care of situations, they put it in their pocket, and they suffer the migrants in these centers. Okay? Including camps too. It's not just only this repatriation center that treats in migrants with disdain and cruelty. There are centers too where they call camp, where they measure food for migrants, where immigrant does not feed well, where they lock doors against them and tell them that they cannot go out until it is 10 a.m. Okay? So a lot of things going on, except the one that somebody, maybe an Italian person is interested in exposing. Part of that, you will still see that probably the police in that same community will be working hand in hand with these evil criminal people who are only interested in looting the collective money given to immigrants. Now, for example, this one now is in Milan. Inhuman conditions at Milan Detention Center for Repatriation. You can see. So let's go into it and see what happened and what they found in this very place. What happened? Now, they say that a pre-removal center for migrants, which is popularly known as CPR, this one is located in Milan, has been placed under the management of a court-appointed administrator on December 21st. This comes after a preliminary investigations judge confirmed an earlier emergency measure from December 13th of preventive seizure of the facility having to be taken at the request of the state attorney's office. So a judge found that this place is being used to subject immigrants to torture, kind of. Okay, yeah, this amounts to torture and degradation. A place worth not the living standard of humans. All right. Now, the Migrant Pre-Removal Center, CPR, in Milan's Via Corelli, is now run by a court-appointed administrator, the local accountant Giovanni Falconeri. They said that this decision came after preliminary investigations judge GIP Livio Cristofano ruled in favor of the request presented by prosecutors Paolo Storari and Giovanni Cavalieri, confirming the emergency preventive seizure on December 13th. So, probably some people have gone there to see the kind of life that people were living there or are living there, and they found it unworthy. Then they took the case to court, and the judge now ruled that the people who were handling the place we have to give up so that the court can take charge of the place and make sure that the immigrants who are there while awaiting deportation lives like humans. Okay? An official investigation into the facility resulted in allegation of fraud in public procurement and bid rigging. Investigators further specified that migrants at the facility had been kept in inhumane conditions. The money, which is what I just said, the money being allocated for their health, for their good feeding, for their upkeep, for their clothing, for their shoes, and for their kitting, has been embezzled and looted by the people who took the contract to handle that place. Now, the judge ruling was based on a series of witness report, photos and videos showing the infernal situation at the facility, which, according to the evidence, was riddled with worms, has dirty beds and bathrooms, and served food infested with parasites. Now, do you see what I'm saying? The facility in question is a branch of the Salerno-based company, Martinina SRL. Okay, so it is a part of this company, and they are not doing well, to be honest with you. A major fraud scandal. Now, they said that in a separate measure, the judge also banned Martinina SRL from taking contracts. So now, let's say the company that was in charge or took contract to take care of immigrants in these repatriation centers has been banned for 1 year from taking another contract. So as it is now, they cannot get any contract across Italy until 1 year, when they must have shown that they are capable of handling these centers. Okay? Now, they said that this came at the request of prosecutors that had investigated the case alongside the Milan Finance Police branch. You know that when these cases are, comes up, they whether the finance must be involved to show that money has been looted. This comes after the inspection. Um, Let me see. They say that this comes after the inspection of the CPRO team carried out earlier in December, which revealed that the Prefettura in Milan had already renewed the contract with the company for another year, only weeks before this investigation was carried out. A public tender worth some 4.4 million euros in 2022. They said that Martinina SROL was also accused of failing to properly deliver the services it had been contracted for, with, with the judge highlighting that the awarding of the contract in the first place had been based on a sequel of protocols and conventions, which were surprisingly false. They are all false, right? Not true, and were never verified and controlled. They said that this Questura just gave them the contract without controlling the center, without verifying whether these people are delivering according to the contract they signed. They just issued them this contract and renew it for them. So the judge has accused the Questura of Milan of not living up to expectation. Now, the GIP stressed that the level of management services delivered at the facility were embarrassing, adding that the company had pocketed almost the entirety of the sum paid by the state government. Now you get the point. You get the point. So it is not Italy. If you are in any camp in Italy right now, and you see that the camp is treating you very bad, the camp, normally, if you are in a camp, it is the duty of that camp to provide you with shoes, with clothes, with bathing soap, with everything that you need, because the government has taken responsibility of you while you wait for your asylum. But you realize that in some cases you'll be suffering more than somebody who in fact, I don't know, who is living in the streets. So these things are the making of those people who have signed the contract to handle these places. So if you can report such cases to people, or maybe you report, sometimes the police in that community will be part of that criminality. Okay, so even if you report to the Pastura in that community, you will not get justice. You report to the police in that community, you're not going to get justice. Except you take it higher to people that matters, or another police in another place, or a superior authority that does not condone evil or crime, then you will get justice. Or the people in that particular camp, those migrants comes together and protest heavily, shut down that very city. If all of you can agree, then you will get justice. Apart of that, there will be no way forward. You will die in suffering until the day you leave that place. Okay? I'll see you people on the next one. Thank you. If you find this video useful, please touch the share button, share it so that people will know that they have alternative, they have solution to their sufferings. God bless you. Bye-bye.